For over a century, the Panama Canal has been the lifeblood of global maritime trade, connecting two oceans and shaping the world's economy. But today, January 10, 2026, a new contender emerges: Nicaragua, reviving its century-old dream of a second interoceanic canal. This $65 billion project isn't just about moving ships, it's about shifting global power. At the heart of this plan is China, whose Belt and Road Initiative has already redrawn trade routes worldwide. A Chinese-backed canal, in Central America, would challenge U.S. dominance and create a new strategic choke point. The implications ripple from the cost of goods to military balance in the Western Hemisphere. Panama feels the pressure, while the U.S. scrambles to counter China's growing influence. Diplomatic maneuvering, financial bids, and renewed military presence signal a high-stakes chess game on the isthmus. The stakes? Nothing less than the future of global trade and power. Is this visionary progress or a dangerous gamble? Will it lift Nicaragua or become a cautionary tale? To understand what's at play, we must examine the history, the players, and the immense challenges ahead. The path to a new waterway could redefine the world order. The idea of a canal through Nicaragua predates Panama's by decades. In the 19th century, the U.S. nearly chose Nicaragua, drawn by its vast lake and strategic location. But a clever campaign, highlighting Nicaragua's volcanic risks, shifted the decision to Panama in 1902. The Nicaraguan dream faded, but never died. In 2013, Chinese businessman Wang Jing and HKND Group revived it, promising transformation for Nicaragua. Yet, the project collapsed amid financial doubts, protests, and environmental fears. By 2018 it was abandoned, another casualty of local resistance and economic reality. Still, the vision lingered, a symbol of lost opportunity and national ambition. Now, with new global tensions and China's rise, Nicaragua's canal dream is back on the table. The question: can it finally become reality, or is it destined to remain a ghost of ambition? History shows the dream is hard to kill, but the obstacles are as formidable as ever. China's Belt and Road Initiative has reshaped global infrastructure, and a Nicaraguan canal would be its boldest move in the Americas. The Panama Canal is congested and under U.S. influence. A new, larger canal would give China strategic leverage and a direct route for its megaships. The 2013 attempt failed, but the landscape has changed. China's recent investment in Peru's Chancay megaport signals its long-term vision for Pacific trade. A Nicaraguan canal could connect this hub directly to the Atlantic, bypassing U.S.-controlled routes. Nicaragua's government is courting China and Russia, betting that great power rivalry will make the canal a strategic necessity. For China, it's not just about trade, it's about influence and military advantage. The stakes are higher than ever, and the question is no longer just economic viability, but geopolitical indispensability. If China commits, the canal could become a reality, but it's a high-stakes gamble for all involved. In 2024, Nicaragua unveiled a new canal plan, bigger, costlier, and with a route bypassing Lake Nicaragua to address environmental concerns. The proposed canal would stretch 445 kilometers, accommodating the world's largest ships and transforming Nicaragua into a logistics hub. The government claims it could boost GDP by 10% annually during construction, promising jobs and modernization. But the challenges are immense. Nicaragua can't finance the $65 billion project alone. No major backers have committed despite generous incentives to China and Russia. Environmental risks remain severe: deforestation, habitat loss, and displacement of communities. The region's seismic activity adds further danger. Critics question the project's viability, warning of potential disaster. The dream is grand, but the hurdles, financial, environmental, and technical, are daunting. The world watches to see if ambition can overcome reality. News of a Nicaraguan canal has rattled Panama, threatening its near monopoly on interoceanic trade. Panama's economy and global commerce depend on its canal, but a new rival could upend the balance. The challenge is as much geopolitical as economic. China's influence in Panama grew through C.K. Hutchison Holdings, which operates the canal's key ports. For the U.S., this was a strategic nightmare. Chinese-linked companies controlling access to a vital trade route. Under U.S. pressure, Panama withdrew from China's Belt and Road Initiative in 2025, pivoting back toward Washington. The U.S. responded with concrete actions, replacing Chinese tech near the canal and securing new troop deployment agreements. The message is clear: The US is reasserting dominance and pushing back against China in its backyard. Panama is caught in the middle, forced to choose sides in a new era of great power rivalry. The canal is no longer just a waterway. It's a battleground for influence. Every move is watched, every alliance scrutinized. The stakes for Panama and the region have never been higher. The chess match continues, with no end in sight. The outcome could reshape the Americas. As US-China tensions rose, the US moved from diplomacy to direct economic action. In 2025, a US-led consortium headed by BlackRock offered $23 billion to buy CK Hutchison's global port concessions, aiming to shift control of Panama's main ports from Beijing to Washington. The bid sent shockwaves worldwide, hailed as a masterstroke of economic statecraft, but China pushed back, pressuring CK Hutchison to reject the deal. The bid stalled and was indefinitely postponed, exposing the limits of American financial power against China's political will. Despite the setback, the US doubled down, signing new troop deployment agreements with Panama. The message: Washington will use every tool, diplomatic, economic, military, to contain China in Central America. The failed bid is a stark reminder. In this new era, victory is never guaranteed. The contest for influence is far from over. Beyond geopolitics, the canal's greatest cost may be environmental and social. The new route would cut through vital rainforests and the Indo-Maese biological reserve, threatening endangered species and fragile ecosystems. Massive excavation could trigger deforestation, soil erosion, and water contamination, devastating local communities and fisheries. Indigenous and Afro-descendant peoples face displacement from ancestral lands, risking cultural loss and social upheaval. Protests are already mounting, echoing the fierce opposition that doomed the 2013 plan. Supporters argue the canal could lift Nicaragua from poverty, but opponents warn the environmental and human toll is too high. The debate is a classic clash. Development versus conservation. Is economic progress worth the irreversible damage? The answer will shape Nicaragua's future and set a precedent for megaprojects worldwide. The world must weigh the true cost of progress. Experts from engineering to finance question whether the Nicaraguan canal is viable, no matter who funds it. The global shipping industry is cyclical and competitive. A $65 billion canal would need massive, steady traffic to break even. The Panama Canal's expansion already meets most demand, and the market for megaships is limited. Many suggest improving existing ports or building rail dry canals as more practical solutions. Engineering challenges are immense: seismic risks, water management, and unprecedented construction complexity. Private investors are wary, leaving only state actors like China as possible backers. Even for China, the risks, financial, political, and environmental, are enormous. Beijing has grown cautious with Belt and Road projects, and Nicaragua's volatility is a major deterrent. The consensus: the dream is powerful, but reality may never match the ambition. Unless strategic imperatives outweigh economic logic, the canal may remain a blueprint, not a waterway. The world watches, but skepticism prevails. The line between vision and illusion is razor thin. The Nicaraguan canal story captures a world in flux, where old trade routes and power structures are being redrawn. It's a symbol of hope for Nicaragua and a test of China's global ambitions. The project has triggered US pushback, forced Panama to choose sides, and ignited fierce debates over environment and development. As of January 2026, the canal remains a dream. No shovels in the ground, no financier in sight. Without massive state backing, it's unlikely to move forward. Yet in geopolitics, strategic needs can trump economic logic. If China decides the risk is worth it, the world could see a new waterway and a new world order. The outcome will shape alliances, economies, and the environment for decades. The dream forces us to ask, who will draw the lines of the future? The answer will define the next era of global trade.